I know that in porn there's like do not work with lists.
Like a
You
no
know,
list, yeah.
the no list, I guess. For example, do you have a lot of guys on your no list?
I don't have a no
You
list.
don't have a no
At
list.
this point in my career, I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because most companies that hire me will not put me with a poor male performer because they don't want the scene to fail, and I'm not exactly, like, I'm not the cheapest girl you can hire. Like, my rate's a little higher, so they want to make sure it's excellent production. So they always put me with top talent, and I'm so thankful for that.
Okay. Have you been on people's no list?
Uh, I found out that I've been on one or two people's no list, but um, you know, one situation was there was an impersonator on social media that was representing himself as me and was tweeting a girl and saying things to her that I would have never have said.
Right.
And so when we tried to cast her, she refused to work with me, and that's how I found out I was on her no list. And I might have been put on a no list of a girl after I worked with her. Perhaps the scene didn't go as well as it could have, but I'm sure I might be
Yeah.
on more girls' no list than I'm actually. Ironically enough, I'm probably on a few no lists of black female talent in the industry. And that, of course, would be ironic because I'm black, but you have the boyfriend of some of the black girls, and they will instruct their girlfriend to not work with the brothers in the industry because they want to feel that they're the biggest penis that their girlfriend will work with, and the assumption is that outside of the brothers in the industry, there's not they're not going to see a bigger dick than me working with only white guys. Not for nothing, but dick size in the industry is no longer something that is holistically owned by black male performers.
Right.
Size matters, and that's the only thing that matters. Doesn't matter what color you are anymore, because
Right.
There's also, from what I understand, ways to cosmetically increase your penis size.
cosmetically.
Well, I mean, plastic surgery. I mean.
The implant, you mean? In your dick?
Yeah, I've heard about this.
I
I remember a
don't-
girl was describing a dude's dick that was like a wiffle ball bat, like something like really crazy. And he said he had a bunch of plastic surgery on his face and his body, and he looked like Aladdin or something, and it was like crazy looking.
There's nothing that you can do that will permanently increase the size of your penis other than surgery.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. So you have implants, but the implants are purposeful for achieving an erection, not necessarily for increasing size. So you have pumps that you can put in there that so you can get a strong hard on. You can pump it beyond its optimal size to get greater girth, but you can only increase length by actually surgically pulling more of the urethra from inside the man's body
that sounds so
farther.
painful.
And the skin will stretch. You can pull the urethra out inches, and the skin will stretch around an erect urethra. And that's how guys can surgically increase their length. But penis pumps don't work permanently. There's not the supplement industry is a sham, is a
Yeah.
scam. They don't work. People, they market those herbal supplements on increasing size. There's no way to permanently
Or
increase your
extends
size.
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
extends,
Yeah.
Insight, you name it. They don't work.
No.
It's just it's a nice herbal virility supplement, but nothing will increase your size other than surgery.
Have either of you experienced guys who have had surgery?
I don't think I've ever worked with a guy with an enlarged penis. Not that I know.
So it's not like a porn, like it's not.
Yes, you have.
I have? Oh, I just probably don't know.
Oh, so you know
Okay, you
someone?
can tell me later.
Yeah.
Can you say
Well,
who it
hold
is?
on. I know a guy that. Hold on.
No,
There's somebody that I know that broke their dick and they had to get it fixed.
Right,
So maybe they got it bigger after they fixed it.
That was well. I interviewed the girl, Bethany Benz. I know that she said it looked like a murder scene.
Not for nothing, but I think Bethany likes to drink, and when they were
shit.
doing their
That's
scene,
how it starts.
right? She zigged and he zagged. She was on top of him,
Right.
And she, I think what happened is she rose up too high, and he came
slammed
out,
down.
and then they didn't realign
Oh my God.
when she came back down on him. So she snapped his heart on. And as it was conveyed to me, when she got up off of him, that blood shot across the room like a murder scene. And Prince, and you have to take your hats off to Prince, because for him to make it back to being a top performer makes him one of the greatest performers in the history of pornography. Because it happened again.
The Floyd Mayweather of porn.
No, I wouldn't say he's a Floyd Mayweather of porn, but I would definitely say that Iron Man would be the best way to describe him, because to come back and be a top dude after that, and then to have it happen again, and the battle back and become a top dude, he's a very strong man. And I'm saying this as a male performer who can appreciate how difficult it is.
And I've heard breaking your dick is like the most painful thing ever for a guy.
So I guess there's another guy who broke his dick too?
Yes, another guy that broke his dick, a white guy named Mark Ashley. I'm pretty sure he's like out of the industry now. I think it scarred him too bad.
Nah, let me tell you something. I don't know what happened to Mark, but I do know that the psychology, as we just spoke of, the psychology is tough to get by. He may be out of the industry because he may not have recovered psychologically.
Well, if we take it even farther back, there's John Wayne Bobbitt.
Oh God. Well, that's a whole different story.
Whose wife cut his penis off.
Oh God.
I guess got in her car and threw it off the side of the road. Yeah. They found it, stitched it back on, and he ended up doing a porn movie.
Was it for Vivid or something?
Something like that. I think that Ron Jeremy was in it, I think. And I believe he got one of the porn girls pregnant.
No.
Yeah.
Damn, that thing still works like that?
Hey, the miracles of modern medicine.
Or something like.
Well, you know what? Good for him. Yeah. Shit. I mean, I couldn't even imagine the pain of that.
Yeah, but you know what? If they could reconnect it, which they were able to do, think about it. They can take a woman that wants to become a man and create a penis for her as she transitions to becoming a man. Look at Cher's. Right? Cher's son.
Her daughter's son,
is now like a dude.
Yeah.
Right, I think they've completed the transition.
Chaz Bono.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy how you could just sew a penis back on.
Or make one.
Well, I've never, I guess since I've never been into that type of thing, I've never actually seen what a artificial penis looks like. So I just assumed it ain't really gonna be all that realistic.
I don't know, but
the sensation cannot be the same. I mean, I don't.
How could it be?
I heard that she can't really achieve an orgasm because you just can't. Whatever her name is.
I don't know. I mean, if you look at the nerve endings that are at the tip of the man's penis and the nerve endings at the tip of a woman's clitoris, they're analogous organs. And so, if you were to now, the difference is how do you get the length of Chaz's former clitoris to be representative in length of a male's penis? That begs the question. Sensitivity would be your clit has the same nerve endings in the tip of my penis.
Oh shit! I have the smallest clit ever. They could never make a dick out of my clit. But listen, thank God they can do that, because if somebody chops off your dick, you'll be okay. So we're good.
And once they do it, if you have a problem with any type of with the hard on, I mean, they've got stuff that can that works regardless of whatever. So
modern medicine.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of plastic surgery,
yes,
we talked about the male side of things, which is kind of rare. Most guys leave that alone.
Guys are doing it.
I can't even imagine modifying, just even having a scalpel down there doing anything.
Because the risk of it not working.
Exactly.
It's not worth it.
It's so catastrophic
that
something goes wrong that I have never considered it by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like more guys are doing that procedure outside of porn because they want the porn dick. Right?
And they're seeing the way women are reacting.
Right.
And now, and as more women are watching adult media, now they're looking for men to hold up to that same performance, where it used to be the reverse, where men would watch movies and expect their woman to do the porno stuff. Now women are like, yo, I want the porno pro dick too.
Right. Now. I want the anal drilling just like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is common though is female plastic surgery.
Of course.
You have plastic surgery, I assume?
Yeah, I love plastic surgery.
Okay. So you got your breast done?
Yes.
How long ago?
4 times.
4 times?
Yes, 4 times.
Okay. Why 4 times?
Because I was a B cup naturally, and if you go to my size right away, they're not going to look good. It's just, you have to stretch out your skin.
Oh, okay.
But so the first 3 times was just really, I wanted them bigger. I went to my plastic surgeon. I said, can I have a double D cup? And he said, absolutely not. I won't go that big. So I got a C cup and then a D cup, then a double D. The fourth boob job was just to fix the third. I never went bigger. I just had an issue with one of them, so I fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you've gotten done?
I had my nose done. I had it broken in a car accident when I was 19.
Okay.
It was a bad car accident. I'm actually pretty lucky to be alive.
Ooh, it's fine.
But no, it was bad. Totally totaled my car. And then anything else that I had done, I wish not to talk about.
Okay. Well, when you guys first started doing porn,
Yeah.
you know, breasts were done, faces were done,
Yeah.
lipo was done,
Yeah.
but asses were not done.
Well, not that you know of. They've been doing asses for a long time.
Oh, so you're saying that this
But
is actually
never
in-
never in LA. Like I feel LA girls used to be. I don't know if you. When I got into the industry, it was rail thin chicks, no ass, big titties was the style
Yeah.
of porn chicks. Like Brianna Banks and even Jenna Jameson at the time. Like all the big chicks. I'm talking about like the white girls. Like they were all like the Vivid. You know when
Right,
Vivid had
right.
their.
Although Jenna kind of had some ass and it was a little curvy.
No, she
dude,
didn't.
Jenna had
This is all
zero
optical
ass.
illusion?
Nah, look, when we're talking about ass, we're talking about girls like Nikki, in terms of white girls,
Right.
Felix Marie, Amy Anderson, Sarah J.
Sarah has a big booty.
And ass is a phenomenon. It's only a phenomenon in terms of the inclusion of white girls in the discussion of ass.
Yeah.
Whereas black women have never been in discussion of tits, have always been leading in the discussion of great ass.
Right.
Almost by rote. It's almost like automatically assumed that white girls will carry the breasts, black girls carry
Right.
the ass. Now there's a juxtaposition where you have white girls with ass that are competing directly with the sisters in terms of
Right.
ass.
Well, and on top of that, it seems like there's more black girls getting ass shots than white girls.
Okay, ass has been getting done in Miami forever, and that's been bred over from Latin America, and you know, in Colombia, you turn 17 and get your ass done. It's just how they do it there. You know, it's
I
just,
gotta go to
I saw
Colombia.
seriously, I saw a documentary
Wow.
on it. You turn 17, 18 to get your ass done is just the standard. In Miami, and you're right, it doesn't matter the color, white, black, whatever. Girls are getting their asses done. Black girls with big booties are still getting ass shots.
Right.
I don't know why, but they do.
You go into like a black strip club,
Oh.
and it's the girls
Love
that don't have their asses done is in the minority.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
forget about it. They can't make a buck. I went to a club here in LA, and at one point, literally every girl was turned away, and we're holding the railing. We're just bouncing there, and
Yeah.
it was going. It was raining up in there.
Clap.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts about ass shots? Because, I mean, there's different ways to do it, but I feel that most times it's being done illegally through the actual shots, which aren't FDA
Right,
approved.
they're not approved,
And
right.
you know, there's all types of real serious repercussions, including death, on multiple times.
Right. Luckily, that's never happened to anyone in the porn industry. I will say this: a lot of girls that I know has had their asses done, ass shots. They're not legal, and some of them look great, and some of them don't. It's just depends.
And then also you have, we talked about black women that are also getting ass shots,
Yeah.
and but there's different ways, right? There's Brazilian butt lift.
That, which is basically you suck out the fat from one section of your body and you put it on your ass.
Fat transfer.
No, that's most popular, right? Is that?
I don't know
Or
really.
the is that's less of a health risk compared to the injection? I
Right,
understand,
right.
Well, the injection is illegal because it can kill you. And
Because you don't really know what you're getting.
Right,
But in Europe it's legal, so you can go to Europe.
are ass shots legal in Europe?
Yes.
So they know they're using a different substance.
They're
to-
using something that's approved by
Okay.
the government, which I think they should approve it here. I mean, that way the girls don't go to the wrong person and
Right.
get like silicone injected in their ass that's going to kill them, because
Yeah.
that has happened. I feel like if it was regulated, there would be less.
Well, I
Death.
think you got to look at it from a business standpoint. If you look at the fact that with breast implants, at some point at the beginning, to get a great breast job was very expensive.
Yes.
Then the market began to level out such that you could a great breast job became affordable. I think the best ass jobs might be either you got to go far to get them, or either expensive. And I think that market will level out, and you'll have more girls able to afford a better booty job.
Right.
a better
Well, I
ass
mean,
job.
but ass shots are not FDA approved because they're not proven to be safe in the U.S.
In the U.S.
I mean, I'm actually looking, and I don't think they're legal anywhere. I mean, there's hydrogel. that they
Hydrogel,
use-
right?
That
That's
they use.
isn't
I
that
guess
legal in the UK?
I think it's legal in Brazil, but there was a girl who I think went into like cardiac arrest recently trying to get that
Look,
done. and
girls die from getting breast implants.
Yeah.
It can, it just
It's surgery.
it's surgery.
Right,
you
Right,
know,
yeah, because we
so-
had Tamika Raymond, Usher's ex-wife, and she went into cardiac arrest getting a bunch of work done in Brazil. Yeah, she almost died.
Jesus.
And she said it was because of social media and everyone talking
She
shit
just
about her.
felt
and,
the
she was
pressure
a
to-
little older than Usher, and people would always talk shit and everything else like that. So yeah, she just she was out in Brazil and just spur of the moment decided to just go get a bunch of work done, and yeah, she went into cardiac arrest. It's interesting how people risk their lives to look a certain type of way, like literally, or risk their penis not ever working again.
or not for nothing, they're having a heart attack.
Yeah,
I mean, in terms of men,
yeah.
Same thing could be said about smoking cigarettes and crossing the street. I mean, look, come on. I mean, like you're putting your health at risk doing anything really.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, society really cares about what we look like, and especially for women, there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way, especially in the entertainment industry. And I mean, for the most part, it's safe, I would say.
Well, you know what? I think that anything in moderation can be done.
Right.
It's just, we have men that go beyond what could be, healthy for them. If you look at bodybuilders, bodybuilders have been doing things to their body to make it superhuman, and
Steroids and such.
yeah.
Once
so
again,
it's
illegal.
just,
Yeah.
moderation.
Right.
You got guys that are all natural bodybuilders. They make as much as the pro bodybuilder. The pro bodybuilder, a professional bodybuilder, the working word is professional, and all that means is that these guys use steroids and these guys do not. That's the only differential.
Right. I mean,
So
'cause
it's
for
all
example,
over.
like I remember I talked to I had a doctor sitting next to me on a flight, and we just started talking about human growth hormone, and she was explaining to me how the problem with that is, like, let's just say you have a little bit of cancer. That's gonna make the cancer get all big, also, right along with your muscles and
wow.
all like anything
That makes
that's it'll grow everything in your body, good or bad. And that's why it's like you should really avoid this stuff. Like there's a reason why this stuff is illegal, and why they test for it. And so yeah, I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at women at all. Like I'm saying that men and women continue to
To push the envelope.
push
Look,
the envelope.
I'm all
yeah.
for plastic surgery as long as you know what you're doing, do your research, and please don't die.
Do you think there's a thing that's too much?
Yes, of course.
What's too much?
What's too much? Seeing like a 60-year-old woman that looks like a cat woman, that's too much. Her face is just pulled in like 50 different
yeah.
directions. I mean, that's just scary. But I see a lot of that in LA.
But
Crazy.
it seems like, at least not in our industry, I think we're allowed to age gracefully in our industry, whereas if you look at mainstream movies, right, they have to, I like our side of it where people allow us, like, not for nothing, like, if I look at my movies from 6 years ago, 8 years ago, I might have had like a six-pack, right? Now I look at my movies from a year ago or 2 years ago, I might have a two-pack. If I'm lucky, right? But it's just the notion that people will allow us as adult
Yeah, but
performers.
black don't crack, okay?
No,
Shit,
yeah, but that
you
doesn't
look
mean.
the
Yeah,
same.
but I'm saying that doesn't stop if I'm like I continually do abdominal work
Okay.
because as I age, I'm continually fighting, my obliques turning from an oblique to a tire. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So but I think important people are familiar with us in a way that allows us to age before them. And if you look at when people are on certain things and they stop, then they're made to pay for that heavily, and so they have to stay. Kudos to Sylvester Stallone, which many people assume that Sylvester Stallone is held together by miracles of modern medicine, but what people don't know is the guy is like literally a gym rat. Like Sylvester Stallone,
Yes.
they say is notorious for how much time he puts in the gym. Same with The Rock.
But he was also caught
puts
with
in-
having human growth hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but
He's an
in addition-
advocate, actually. He says that
It's probably doctor administered. He probably, with that amount of money, you could have a good
Right,
program.
right.
But it's just a notion that he's in the gym. I think what he's done in the gym keeps him
Absolutely.
that virility up, not so much the other stuff that he may or may not
Absolutely.
get from a doctor. If you look at The Rock looks like that all
love
year
him.
round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that dude is continuing in the gym. That's why I look at those guys like, look, I need to keep my ass in the gym because I can't afford the same meds that those guys can get.
I thought he was me one day. You know what I mean? When I heard some shit that I never even fucking. I'm like, when I first got put on and shit. I'm asking myself, when the fuck I do that verse? You know what I mean?
I text him. I said, yo, what the fuck, yo? Like that was always something I wanted to do, nigga. You kissed Madonna, nigga. He was like, son, have you ever kissed a fucking 6 million year old pterodactyl?